Hello guys, in this part I'll be telling you all about streams in Node.js, what streams are, but basically I'd like to tell you what streams are all about. You are watching a video in YouTube, you're making a particular Facebook video live, you're listening to a particular audio. These all are continuous chunks of data. So these continuous chunks of data, uh, let's see how can we implement this in Node.js. So guys, the first and foremost thing is we have to use the file system, FS file system, and the first thing we'll be doing is that we'll be reading the particular stream. And in this case, I've created a file example.txt, so I'll be using that as a stream element. So I've declared a variable as rstream and fs.create read stream is a function. I'll be calling that particular text file example.txt the encoding format to be UTF-8. This is the buffering format of the particular text. So rstream.on, this is an event emitter on listener. So let me write here for proper understanding. Event handler on data means when the Node.js or the server side is fetching a particular data, I'll be calling a function on it with a variable as chunk. So console.log chunk. In this case, chunk, it will display what data there is present in that particular file example.txt. Now, as soon as there is an data, so we have to also close that particular operation, right? Which we are reading, we have to close that particular reading also. So in order to handle the close event, we'll be using another event emitter function that is on end, and it will be consisting of a particular function parameter known as error. If there is any error, it will display that particular error. Else, you can customize your own messages to be like console.log error, or else it will be showing me that file reading has been ended. It depends up to you what kind of message you want to pass. So let me first complete this thing. Okay, now let me run this stream app. So you can just see the contents of example text has already been displayed in the buffer or in the command terminal, along with the message that file reading has been completed at the end. Alright, now we'll be moving on to the next stream, that is the write stream. So, so I'll be moving on to the next stream, that is the write stream. Let's see this. And in this example, I'll just be using how can we write a particular, as the name suggests, how can we particular write that particular stream. So we have to create another file. I'm just creating another file, and we'll be passing all the variable which we were reading here, all the text, all the sentences, the paragraph in that particular write stream variable. So wstream equals to fs dot create write stream, and I've created a file here known as output.txt, and I want its encoding format to be UTF-8. Okay, now our stream on data will be just deleting this message. We'll be using copying all the contents in our stream to output.txt. So generate an output file. So we'll be using as R stream. Sorry, it will be W stream. That is the write stream where we want to writing all the contents on our stream. So let's see. We'll be going to output.txt, right? So let me see. Let me run this program first. Node app.js. Okay, I think so. I have made an error here. Okay, just let me clear this thing. I think so there was a problem with the right string. Let me go to the output. Let me come up here. Okay, there's nothing here in the output. So there was problem with the right string. Let me see. If we delete this. Okay. The problem was that a wstream.write it should be chunked because that is the continuous state of a data. So that was the problem. So let me run it once again. Now let me go to the output.txt file. Let me go to output.txt file. You can just see all the contents that was in example.txt has been shifted to output.txt, and very easily, right? We have just written this particular string and the chunks of data here. So the most important thing, let me delete all this thing. I'll just show you why do we actually need streams, why streams are already why it is needed in this context. So I'll be I've already made a file here which is pretty large file, and if I want to try to access that particular file, you can just see the file is not displayed because it is too large. So I'll be accessing this with a particular file system, fs.read file. I'm not using stream here. I'll just tell you why it is needed. fs.read file, new huge.txt, right? And it will show me the buffer, right? So error and data, the data which we need to read from here. So let's say if there is any error, it will show me that particular error. Just reading that file, I'm not using a stream at this point. So console.log data. If there is no error, it will show me the data. And okay, fine, it's converted to string. So just telling you beforehand that this will not execute as this. I'm using a read file operation, right? Let me run this thing. Node app.js. You can just see here. Okay, let me go to the message. This is the buffer.string and read file. It is not working. This is the main thing. Buffer chunk, right? They are not able to handle because the main is quite huge. Now instead of read file, what can I do? I'll be using the create read file. So fs dot, let me delete this thing. Now instead of this, I'll be using stream here. So our stream create read stream. I'm just reading the same file, but instead of read file, this time I'm using new huge.text to be as create read stream. Alright. Now the similar things will happen once again. File again on data chunks will come here. Now when it ends, it will be displaying a particular messages. This is all our event handler. It shifts all the operations with rstream and write stream operation. So once again, let me run this. Alright. Now just see here. When I'm using rstream, it highlights all the contents in the terminal. So this is the main intention of why do we use stream in Node.js. If you have a lot of data, lot of chunks of data, Node.js, it divides the buffer to fit into a memory and it distributes according to your request. So guys, this is the end of that particular tutorial on Node.js. If you like my video, please share and subscribe. And if you have got any suggestions regarding the particular video, you are always free to comment in the comment box. Thank you.